Lucy made a small mistake. In 8 minutes, a man will die 3 feet from where she's sitting. But she doesn't know that yet. The black sedan idled at the corner of 5th and Morrison, exactly where the app said it would be. Lucy checked her phone. License plate matched. She pulled the door open and slid into the back seat, already apologizing. Sorry. My phone died twice today and I'm late for... The driver didn't respond. Lucy looked up. Wrong face. The man behind the wheel was younger than her usual drivers. Sharp jawline, dark eyes fixed on the rearview mirror. Not looking at her. Looking past her. You're... Marco? No. His voice was quiet. Flat. Lucy's hand was already on the door handle. Then I'm in the wrong... The locks clicked. All 4 doors. Stay down. What? Get down. Now. A black SUV turned the corner behind them, headlights cutting through the rain. The driver shifted gears and the sedan lurched forward. Lucy's shoulder hit the window. Hey, what the hell? Down. He said it without raising his voice, without turning around. But something in the word made Lucy's body obey before her brain caught up. She dropped low across the back seat. Phone clutched against her ribs. The world tilted. Tires screamed. The sedan swung left, then right, pressing Lucy against the door. Rain hammered the roof. Through the gap between the front seats, she could see his hands on the wheel. Steady. No panic. Who are you? He didn't answer. The SUV's engine roared somewhere close. Too close. Lucy braced herself against the seat, heart slamming against her ribs. She tried to unlock her phone. Dead. Still dead. Let me out. Can't. Let me out. The back windshield exploded. Glass rained across the seat. Lucy screamed and covered her head. The driver swerved hard right into an alley. Metal shrieked against brick. Her temple cracked against the door panel and everything went white for a second. When her vision cleared, they were stopped. Engine still running. No headlights behind them. Silence, except for her breathing. Lucy lifted her head slowly. Her hands were shaking. Blood on her palm. She'd cut it on something. She couldn't feel it yet. The driver's door opened. He stepped out into the rain, straightened his jacket, and made a phone call. Lucy couldn't hear what he said. His back was to her. Broad shoulders, dark coat. No urgency in his posture. Like this was normal. Lucy grabbed the door handle. Locked. She pulled harder. Nothing. The man ended his call. Walked to her door. Opened it from the outside. Out. Lucy didn't move. He waited. Rain soaked his hair, dripped off his jaw. He didn't blink. Where am I? Somewhere else. That's not an answer. It's the only one you're getting. Lucy's legs felt like water. She forced herself to stand, keeping the car between them. Her heels crunched on broken glass. The alley smelled like garbage and wet concrete. My phone's dead. I need to call... No. You can't just... I can. A second car pulled up behind them. Sleek, black, no plates. 2 men got out. One older, gray at the temples, expensive suit under his coat. The other younger, built like he broke bones for a living. The older man looked at Lucy, looked at the driver. This her? No. Then who? Wrong place, wrong time. The older man's expression didn't change. That's a problem. I'll handle it. Stefano. So that was his name. Stefano turned and the older man stopped talking. Just stopped. Mid-sentence. Lucy's stomach dropped. Get in the car, Stefano said. Not to her, to the 2 men. They obeyed. He looked at Lucy. You too. Like hell. You can walk, or I can carry you. You're insane. Probably. He took 1 step toward her. Lucy ran. She made it 6 feet before her heel caught a pothole. Her ankle rolled and she went down hard, palms skidding across wet asphalt. Pain shot up her leg, footsteps behind her. Slow, deliberate. Stefano crouched beside her, didn't touch her, just waited until she looked at him. Finished. Lucy's breath came in short gasps. Her ankle screamed, "Don't touch me." Wasn't planning to. He stood, walked back to the car, and held the door open. Lucy wanted to fight, wanted to scream, but her body was done. She limped to the car and got in. Stefano closed the door gently. This time, he drove. The city disappeared behind them. No highway signs, no streetlights after a while. Just rain and darkness and the hum of the engine. Lucy pressed her forehead against the cool window. Her reflection stared back at her. Smudged mascara, blood on her collar. She didn't remember bleeding there. Am I going to die? Stefano's eyes flicked to the rearview mirror. Met hers for half a second. Not tonight. That's not comforting. Wasn't trying to comfort you. Lucy laughed. It came out broken. What do you want from me? Nothing. Then why? You were in the wrong car. So let me go. Can't. Why not? He didn't answer. The silence stretched. Lucy counted her heartbeats. Lost track around 60. What's your name? You already know it. Your full name? No. Where are we going? Somewhere safe. For who? His jaw tightened. First sign of anything besides cold control. For you. They pulled up to a house. No. Estate. Iron gates. Gravel driveway. Stone walls that disappeared into the dark. Lights on in the windows. Too many windows. Stefano parked near the entrance. Killed the engine. Stay close to me. Or what? Or people will ask questions I don't want to answer. He got out, came around to her side, opened the door. Lucy didn't move. I can't walk. My ankle. Stefano bent down, slid one arm behind her knees, the other around her back, and lifted her out of the car. Lucy froze. He carried her like she weighed nothing. Didn't look at her, just walked toward the house. Put me down. No. You can't. The front door opened before they reached it. A woman stood in the doorway. 50-something, silver. Hair pulled back, reading glasses on a chain around her neck. She looked at Stefano, looked at Lucy, smiled. Oh, you brought a girl home. Stefano walked past her without responding. The woman followed. Is she bleeding? Yes. Is she screaming? Not anymore. Progress. Lucy stared at her. Who are you? Bianca. I run this disaster. She gestured around the massive foyer. Marble floors, chandelier, staircase that split in two directions. You hurt? My ankle. Stefano, take her to the blue room. I'll get the kit. She needs to stay on the main floor. Why? Because I said so. Bianca raised an eyebrow. You're in a mood. Stefano carried Lucy through a doorway into a sitting room. Leather couch, fireplace, walls lined with books. He set her down carefully on the couch. Lucy immediately tried to stand. Her ankle buckled. Stefano caught her by the elbow. Stop. Don't tell me what to... Sit. Down. Their faces were inches apart. Lucy could see a scar through his left eyebrow. Faint. Old. She sat. Stefano released her and stepped back. Bianca appeared with a first aid kit and a bottle of whiskey. For the pain, she said, handing Lucy the bottle. I don't drink. You do now. Bianca knelt and started examining Lucy's ankle. Her hands were gentle, professional. Sprained, not broken. You'll live. She looked up at Stefano. What happened? Wrong car. Yours or hers? Hers. Bianca wrapped Lucy's ankle in silence. When she finished, she patted Lucy's knee and stood. You'll stay here tonight? No. Not a question, sweetheart. Bianca left the room. Lucy looked at Stefano. He was standing by the window, hands in his pockets, staring out at the dark. I want to call someone. No. I have a roommate. She'll what? Call the police? He turned. And tell them what? That you got into a car that wasn't yours? That you're fine but can't say where you are? I'm not fine. You're alive. That's a low bar. His mouth almost twitched. Almost. Get some sleep. I'm not tired. You're exhausted. He walked to the door. Wait. He stopped. Didn't turn around. What happens tomorrow? We'll see. That's not an answer. It's all I have. He left. Lucy sat in the silence. Her hands were still shaking. Outside, she heard voices. Low. Tense. Then a car door slammed. Then nothing. She didn't mean to fall asleep, but her body shut down. 1 second she was staring at the ceiling. The next, someone was shaking her shoulder. Lucy jerked awake. Bianca stood over her. Easy. Just me. The room was brighter. Morning. How long? 6 hours. Bianca set a plate on the coffee table. Eggs, toast, fruit. Eat. Lucy's stomach twisted. I'm not hungry. Eat anyway. Bianca sat in the chair across from her, poured herself coffee from a tray Lucy hadn't noticed. You're not what I expected. Expected for what? For Stefano to bring home. He didn't bring me home. He kidnapped me. Semantics. Lucy stared at her. You're insane. You're all insane. Probably. Bianca sipped her coffee. But you're still here. So either you believe him or you're too scared to run. I tried to run. And? He stopped me. Because you would have died. The words landed heavy. Lucy set down the toast she hadn't realized she'd picked up. The men in that SUV, Bianca continued, they weren't after Stefano. They were after someone else. Someone who looks a lot like you. That's not possible. Mistaken identity happens. Especially at night. In the rain. So I was just unlucky? Extremely. Lucy pressed her palms against her eyes. This isn't real. It is. Then let me leave. Can't. Why not? Bianca leaned forward. Because those men think you're someone important. And until they know you're not, you're safer here. How long? However long it takes. Lucy spent the morning testing doors. Front door, locked. Side door, locked. Kitchen exit, locked. Bianca watched from the hallway, sipping tea. Find what you're looking for? Lucy ignored her. The back door opened, unlocked, but led to a courtyard surrounded by 12-foot stone walls. No gate, no ladder, no way out. She stood in the center of the courtyard and screamed. No one came. When she went back inside, Bianca was making lunch. Feel better? No. Want a sandwich? No. Bianca made one anyway, set it on the counter. Lucy ate it in silence. Hated herself for being hungry. Where is he? Working. Doing what? Things you don't need to know about. Lucy's phone was still dead. Bianca had given her a charger, but the phone wouldn't turn on. Water damage, probably. From the rain. Can I use yours? No. Just for one call? No. My roommate will report me missing. She already has. Lucy's chest tightened. How do you... Stefano handled it. You're on a spontaneous trip, visiting family. You'll be back in a few days. She won't believe that. She did. Lucy's hands curled into fists. You can't just... We can. We did. Bianca rinsed her cup in the sink. You're not a prisoner, Lucy, but you're not free either. The sooner you accept that, the easier this gets. What if I don't accept it? Then you'll be miserable. Bianca left the kitchen. Lucy sat alone, stared at her reflection in the window. She looked like someone else. Stefano came back at dusk. Lucy heard the car first, then voices in the foyer, then footsteps. He appeared in the doorway, still in the same clothes, looked tired. You screamed. You heard that? Whole property heard it. Good. He almost smiled. Almost. How's the ankle? Fine. Let me see. No. Stefano crossed the room, knelt in front of her and gently lifted her leg. Lucy flinched, but didn't pull away. He unwrapped the bandage, examined the bruising. His hands were careful, clinical. Healing. Great. Can I leave now? No. He rewrapped the bandage, stood. Lucy stayed seated. Why are you doing this? Doing what? Pretending to care. I'm not pretending. Then what? You were in the wrong place. That's not your fault. But it's my problem now. I'm not your problem? Yes. You are. He turned to leave. Wait. He stopped. What's your last name? Why? So I know who to curse when I get out of here. This time, he did smile. Barely. Rossi. Then he was gone. That night, Lucy couldn't sleep. She wandered the house. No one stopped her. The place was huge. Library, sitting rooms, a dining hall with a table that could seat 20. Artwork on every wall. Some of it looked old. Expensive. She found Bianca in the kitchen, making tea. Can't sleep? No. Want some? Sure. Bianca poured 2 cups. They sat at the island in silence. How long have you worked for him? 23 years. Doing what? Whatever needs doing. Lucy wrapped her hands around the warm mug. Is he dangerous? Very. Has he ever hurt you? Never. Why not? Because I'm family. Lucy frowned. You're related? Not by blood. Bianca sipped her tea. But blood doesn't mean much here. Loyalty does. And he's loyal? To the people who matter? Absolutely. Do I matter? Bianca looked at her. Really looked. I think you're starting to. Lucy woke to shouting. Downstairs. Male voices. Angry. She grabbed the robe Bianca had left for her and crept to the top of the stairs. Supposed to just wait? A man's voice. Not Stefano. Yes. Stefano. Calm. For how long? Until I say otherwise. That's not good enough. It'll have to be. A crash. Glass breaking. Lucy flinched. Feel better? Stefano's voice. Still calm. Screw you. Get out. Footsteps. The front door slammed. Silence. Lucy crept downstairs. Stefano stood in the foyer, hands in his pockets, staring at the broken vase on the floor. You're awake. Hard not to be. Go back to bed. Who is that? Doesn't matter. Was it about me? He looked at her. Everything's about you right now. I didn't ask for this. I know. Then let me go. Can't. You keep saying that. Because it's true. Lucy descended the last few stairs. Her ankle twinged but held. What happens if those men find out I'm not who they think I am? They apologize and move on? You don't believe that. No. Then what happens? Stefano was quiet for a long time. They make sure you can't tell anyone you saw them. Lucy's breath caught. That's why I can't let you leave. Not yet. How long is yet? I don't know. For the first time, he looked uncertain. Lucy hated that it made her feel sorry for him. 3 days passed. Lucy learned the rhythms of the house. Bianca woke at 6, made coffee, started breakfast. Stefano left by 7, came back after dark. Other men came and went. They nodded at Lucy but never spoke to her. She didn't ask their names. Her ankle healed. She stopped testing the doors. On the 4th morning, Stefano didn't leave. Lucy found him in the library reading, or pretending to. The book hadn't moved in 10 minutes. No work today? Not today. Why? He closed the book. Sit. Lucy didn't move. Please. She sat. Stefano leaned forward, elbows on his knees. There's been a development. Lucy's chest tightened. What kind? The men who were after you. They know they made a mistake. So I can leave? No. Why not? Because now they know you saw them, and they don't leave witnesses. The room felt colder. But you said... I was wrong. Lucy stood, paced to the window, back. So what now? I just... stay here? Forever? No. Then what? I'm working on it. Working on what? A solution. What does that mean? Stefano stood, walked to her, stopped close enough that she had to tilt her head back to meet his eyes. It means you trust me. I don't know you. You know enough. Do I? His gaze dropped to her mouth, lingered. Then he stepped back. I've never hurt someone who didn't deserve it. How do I know I don't deserve it? Because you're still alive. He left the room. Lucy stood by the window, heart pounding, not entirely sure what had just happened. That afternoon, a woman arrived. Young, beautiful, designer clothes, expensive perfume. She walked into the sitting room like she owned it. Lucy was curled on the couch with a book. The woman stopped when she saw her. Who are you? Lucy. And you are? Wondering the same thing about you. The woman smiled. Sharp. I'm Julia. Hi. Where's Stefano? I don't know. You live here and don't know where he is? I don't live here. Julia's smile widened. Oh. You're the girl. What girl? The one everyone's talking about. Lucy set down the book. What are people saying? That Stefano brought a woman home, that he's keeping her here, that he won't let anyone near her. He's not keeping me. I'm just... Sure. Julia sat in the chair across from her, crossed her legs. How long have you two been together? We're not together. Does he know that? Lucy's face burned. We're not. It's not like that. The front door opened. Stefano's voice in the hall. Julia stood, smoothed her skirt. Stefano appeared in the doorway. Saw Julia. His expression didn't change. What are you doing here? Visiting. I didn't invite you. Since when do I need an invitation? Stefano looked at Lucy, back at Julia. Leave. But... now. Julia's smile faltered. You're serious. Always. She grabbed her purse, stopped in front of him. You're making a mistake. Wouldn't be the first. She left. Stefano closed his eyes, exhaled. Sorry. For what? Lucy asked. Her. Who is she? Someone I used to know. Used to? Used to. He sat where Julia had been, ran a hand through his hair. She's not wrong, you know. About what? People are talking. Let them. It makes things complicated. For who? He looked at her. For both of us. Lucy pulled her knees to her chest. What do they think is happening? That you're mine. The word sent heat through her chest. And are you going to correct them? No. Why not? Because it's safer if they think it's true. Safer for me or for you? He didn't answer. That night, Lucy dreamed of the alley, glass shattering, rain, blood on her hands. She woke gasping. Someone was in the doorway. Lucy. Stefano. I'm fine. You were screaming. I said I'm fine. He came closer. Stopped at the foot of the bed. You're safe here. I know. Do you? Lucy pulled the blanket tighter. Why do you care? I don't know. It was the most honest thing he'd ever said to her. He turned to leave. Stefano. He stopped. Stay. What? Just for a minute, until I fall asleep. He hesitated. Then he sat in the chair by the window. Lucy closed her eyes, listened to him breathe. She fell asleep to the sound of it. When she woke in the morning, he was gone. But there was a blanket over the chair. Still warm. Bianca noticed first. You're different. Lucy was chopping vegetables. Badly. What do you mean? You're not trying to leave anymore. What's the point? Exactly. Lucy set down the knife. That's not what I meant. No? I just... She exhaled. I don't know where I'd go. Bianca smiled. Careful, sweetheart. Of what? Getting comfortable? Lucy returned to the vegetables. I'm not comfortable. Liar. But Bianca was right. The house didn't feel like a prison anymore. It felt like something else. Something worse. Stefano started staying home more. He worked from the library, door open. Lucy could see him from the hallway. Sometimes he looked up when she passed. Sometimes she stopped. Need something? No. Then why are you standing there? I don't know. He went back to his work. But she noticed him smile. A week later, a man came to the house. Old. Expensive suit. Hard eyes. Stefano met him in the foyer. Lucy watched from the stairs. She's still here? The man asked. Yes. That's a problem. I'm handling it. Are you? Yes. The man glanced up, saw Lucy. His expression didn't change, but something shifted. She's pretty. She's off limits. I wasn't. You were. The man smiled. Careful, Stefano. People might think you care. Let them. The man left. Stefano looked up at Lucy. Go to your room. Why? Because I asked. That's not a reason. It is now. His voice was cold, empty. Lucy obeyed. She didn't see him the rest of the day. Or the next. Bianca said he was busy. Lucy didn't ask with what. On the third day, she found him in the library, middle of the night, whiskey glass in his hand. You're avoiding me. Yes. Why? Because I should. Lucy closed the door behind her. That's not an answer. It's the only one you're getting. She crossed the room, stood in front of him. What happened? Nothing. Liar. He looked at her. Eyes dark, tired. You need to leave. Lucy's stomach dropped. What? Tomorrow. Bianca will take you. I thought you said I couldn't. Things changed. What things? It doesn't matter. It does to me. Stefano stood, set down the glass. You're not safe here anymore. Because of that man? Because of me. I don't understand. You don't need to. He moved to walk past her. Lucy grabbed his arm. Don't. Don't what? Push me away because you're scared. I'm not scared. Yes, you are. His jaw tightened. Let go. No. Lucy. Make me. He stared at her. Something dangerous in his eyes. Then he kissed her. Hard. Desperate. Like he'd been holding it back for too long. Lucy kissed him back. His hands framed her face, hers fisted in his shirt. When he pulled away, they were both breathing hard. That was a mistake, he said. Probably. It can't happen again. Why not? Because I can't protect you if I'm distracted. Maybe I don't need protection? Yes. You do. He stepped back. Put distance between them. Leave tomorrow. Don't come back. And if I don't want to? That's not your choice. He left the room. Lucy stood in the silence. Her lips still burned. She didn't pack. Morning came. Bianca made breakfast. Set a bag by the door. Ready? No. Tough. Lucy sat at the table. Didn't eat. Stefano appeared. Saw her. You're still here. Clearly. Bianca. I tried, Bianca said. She's stubborn. Lucy. I'm not leaving. Yes. You are. Make me. He crossed the room in 3 steps, grabbed her arm, pulled her to her feet. I'm trying to keep you alive. Maybe I'd rather die here than be safe somewhere else. His grip loosened. Don't say that. Why not? Because I believe you. They stared at each other. The front door burst open. 2 men rushed in, guns drawn. Stefano shoved Lucy behind him. Stay back. Too late, one of the men said. He aimed at Lucy. Stefano moved. The gunshot was deafening. Lucy couldn't hear. Ringing in her ears. Smoke in the air. Stefano was on the ground, blood spreading across his shirt. The 2 men were dead. Bianca stood in the doorway, gun in her hand. Get him to the car, she said. Lucy dropped to her knees, pressed her hands against the wound. Stefano, I'm fine. You're not. Move. More men appeared, lifted him, carried him out. Lucy followed. Blood on her hands, on her clothes. They put him in the back seat. She climbed in after. Drive, Bianca snapped. The car lurched forward. Lucy kept pressure on the wound. Stefano's face was pale, jaw clenched. You're going to be fine. I know. Stay awake. Not planning to sleep. His hand found hers. Squeezed. You didn't leave. No. Stupid. Probably. He smiled, blood on his teeth. Thank you. Then his eyes closed. The house they took him to wasn't the estate. Smaller. Hidden. Somewhere outside the city. A doctor was waiting. They carried Stefano inside. Lucy tried to follow. Bianca stopped her. You can't go in. He'll be fine. You don't know that. I've seen worse. Lucy's legs gave out. She sat on the front steps, stared at her hands, still covered in blood. Bianca sat beside her, offered a cigarette. I don't smoke. You do now. Lucy took it. Bianca lit it. They sat in silence. He took the bullet for you, Bianca said eventually. I know. Do you know what that means? That he's insane? That you're his. Lucy exhaled smoke, watched it disappear. I didn't ask for that. Doesn't matter. It should. Bianca stubbed out her cigarette. He's going to wake up. And when he does, he's going to try to send you away again. I won't go. Good. Good? Someone needs to keep him human. Bianca stood. Come on, let's get you cleaned up. The doctor came out 2 hours later. He'll live. Lucy nearly collapsed with relief. Can I see him? He's sleeping, but yes. Stefano was in a bedroom on the second floor. White sheets. Bandages wrapped around his torso. Pale, but breathing. Lucy sat in the chair beside the bed. His eyes opened. Found her. You're still here. Where else would I be? Safe. I am safe. Lucy, don't. She leaned forward. Don't tell me to leave, not again. His hand moved, fingers brushing hers. They'll come back. Let them. You don't mean that? Yes, I do. He was quiet for a long time. Why? Lucy didn't have an answer, or she did, but she wasn't ready to say it. Get some rest. His eyes closed. Lucy didn't move. She stayed by his side for 3 days. Bianca brought food, checked the bandages, didn't ask questions. On the 3rd night, Stefano's fever broke. Lucy was half asleep in the chair when his voice woke her. You're still here. Always. Why? There it was again. Lucy stood, moved to the edge of the bed. Because I don't know how to leave. His hand found hers, pulled her closer. That's not a reason. It's the only one I have. He stared at her, something raw in his eyes. You should hate me. Probably. But you don't. No. Why not? I don't know. His thumb traced circles on her palm. You scare me. Good. You scare me too. He almost laughed, winced. Pain. Don't make me laugh. Then stop saying stupid things. This time, he did laugh. Regretted it immediately. Lucy sat on the edge of the bed, carefully. Sleep. Not tired. Liar. His eyes were already closing. Lucy stayed until his breathing evened out. Then she lay down beside him. Just for a minute. She woke to sunlight, and Stefano watching her. Hi. Hi. His hand was in her hair. She hadn't noticed. Did I fall asleep? Hours ago? Why didn't you wake me? Didn't want to. Lucy's face burned. Oh. Lucy. Yeah? Stay. I am staying. No, I mean after. When this is over. Stay. Lucy's breath caught. That's not a question. No, it's a request. What if I say no? His hand stilled. Then I'll let you go. You mean it. I always mean it. Lucy turned her head, met his eyes. Ask me again when you're not bleeding. Why? Because I need to know you mean it then too. Something shifted in his expression, softer, uncertain. I'll mean it then too. Prove it. He pulled her closer, kissed her forehead. I will. Stefano healed fast. Too fast, according to the doctor. You need to rest. I'm fine. You were shot. I've been shot before. Lucy looked up from her book. That's not comforting. Wasn't trying to comfort you. The doctor left, shaking his head. Stefano sat up slowly. Lucy moved to help. He waved her off. I can do it. You're impossible. You're still here. Unfortunately. But she was smiling. Stefano noticed. What? Nothing. Liar. Lucy set down her book. You smile more now. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Small ones. But they're there. He touched his mouth, like checking. That's your fault. I'll take it. Bianca appeared in the doorway. We have a problem. Stefano's expression hardened. What kind? The kind you need to handle yourself. He stood, slower than usual, still in pain. Lucy grabbed his arm. You're not going anywhere. I have to. No, you don't. Lucy, whatever it is, someone else can do it. Bianca cleared her throat. It's about her. Lucy's stomach dropped. Stefano looked at Bianca, back at Lucy. I'll be back. Stefano. He kissed her, quick, hard. Trust me. Then he was gone. Lucy paced the room. Bianca stood by the window, smoking. What's happening? Politics. That's not an answer. It's the only one I've got. Bianca. He's handling it. Handling what? Bianca turned, studied her. The men who want you dead, they're connected. Important. Killing them would start a war. So what's he doing? Ending it differently. How? By making you untouchable. Lucy's chest tightened. What does that mean? Exactly what you think. Stefano came back 3 hours later. Lucy was on him the second he walked in. What did you do? What I had to. Stefano. He grabbed her face, made her look at him. You're safe now. What did you do? I claimed you. The words hung between them. You what? I told them you're mine, that anyone who touches you answers to me, that your life is worth more than theirs. Lucy's knees felt weak. You can't just... I can. I did. Why? Because losing you isn't an option. Her heart slammed against her ribs. That's not... It's done, Lucy. You didn't ask me. I know. You should have asked me. Would you have said yes? She wanted to say no, but the word wouldn't come. Stefano's thumb brushed her cheek. That's what I thought. That night they had dinner. Real dinner. At the table. With wine. Bianca cooked. Made Lucy's favorite without asking what it was. Stefano sat across from her. Still moving carefully, but better. How did you know? Lucy asked. Know what? That they'd accept it. Your claim. Stefano set down his fork. Because they know what it means. What does it mean? That I'll burn everything down before I let them have you. Lucy's throat tightened. Bianca refilled her wine. Eat, sweetheart. You're too skinny. I'm not. You are. Stefano smiled. She's right. I hate both of you. No, you don't. Lucy kicked him under the table. He caught her ankle, held it. Their eyes met. Careful. Or what? His grip tightened. Not enough to hurt. Or I'll have to remind you who you belong to. Heat flooded her face. Bianca stood. I'm going to bed. It's 7. I'm old. I'm tired. Good night. She left. Lucy tried to pull her foot back. Stefano didn't let go. Let go. Why? Because I said so. That's not a reason. He stood. Pulled her up with him. They were close. Too close. Tell me to stop. Stop what? This. He kissed her. Lucy melted into him, hands fisting in his shirt. When they broke apart, they were both breathing hard. Your stitches. I don't care. Stefano. Lucy. Yeah? Stay. I already said... No, I mean now. Tonight. Stay with me. Her heart stuttered. Okay. Lucy woke wrapped in warmth, arms around her waist, breath against her neck. Stefano. She didn't move, didn't want to break the moment. His hand spread across her stomach, pulled her closer. You're awake. How do you know? Your breathing changed. Lucy smiled. Creepy. Observant. She turned in his arms, faced him. Morning light caught his features, made him look younger, less dangerous. Hi. Hi. His hand came up, brushed hair from her face. Sleep okay? Best I've slept in weeks. Good. They lay in silence, just breathing. Lucy traced the edge of his bandage. Does it hurt? Not really. Liar. A little. You should rest more. I'm resting now. You know what I mean. His hand slid up her spine. I'll rest when you're safe. I am safe. For now. Stefano, I know. I'm working on it. Working on what? Making it permanent. Her heart skipped. What does that mean? He was quiet for a long time. It means I'm not letting you go. What if I want to go? Do you? No. Then stop asking questions you don't want answered. Lucy pressed her forehead to his chest. You're infuriating. You're still here. Unfortunately. His chest moved. Laughter. Quiet. Lucy looked up. Did you just laugh? No. You did. Didn't. She poked his side, carefully, away from the wound. He caught her hand, kissed her palm. Stop. Make me. He rolled her onto her back, hovered over her. Careful what you ask for. I'm not scared of you. You should be. But I'm not. Something flickered in his eyes. Surprised. Pleased. He kissed her. Slow. Deep. Like they had all the time in the world. When he pulled back, Lucy was breathless. Your stitches are fine. But, Lucy, yeah? Stop worrying. Can't help it. He kissed her again, softer. Then worry quietly. Bianca knocked 2 hours later. Breakfast. Stefano groaned. Go away. No, the girl needs to eat. The girl has a name, Lucy called. The girl also needs to eat. Stefano sat up slowly. Lucy helped despite his protest. I can do it. I know. Then why? Because I want to. He stared at her. Something unreadable in his expression. What? Nothing. Liar. He stood, pulled her up with him. Come on, before Bianca breaks down the door. Breakfast was tense. Bianca kept glancing at Stefano. He kept not looking at her. Lucy noticed. What's wrong? Nothing. Bianca? He has a meeting. Lucy looked at Stefano. What kind of meeting? The boring kind. Stefano, it's nothing. Is it about me? Everything's about you right now. That's not an answer. He set down his coffee. There are people I need to reassure about the situation, about us. Us? Yes. What are you going to tell them? The truth. Which is? That you're mine. That anyone who touches you dies. Lucy's chest tightened. You can't keep saying things like that. Why not? Because... She stopped. Didn't know how to finish. Stefano stood, came around the table, crouched beside her chair. Because what? Because it makes it real. It is real. Is it? He took her hand, pressed it to his chest, over his heart. Feel that? Yes. That's real. You're real. This is real. Lucy couldn't breathe. I'm scared. Of what? That you'll change your mind. I won't. You don't know that. Yes, I do. He kissed her knuckles, stood. I'll be back by dinner. Then he was gone. Lucy spent the day with Bianca. They cooked, cleaned, pretended everything was normal. It wasn't. He's never done this before, Bianca said. Done what? Claimed someone. Lucy's hand stilled on the knife. What does that mean? It means you're the first. The first what? Person he's chosen, over everything else. Lucy's throat tightened. I didn't ask him to. Doesn't matter, he chose anyway. What if I'm not worth it? Bianca turned, studied her. You are. You don't know that. I do. Because he knows. And he doesn't choose wrong. Stefano came back at dusk. Lucy was on the porch. Watching the sunset, she heard the car. Didn't turn around. He sat beside her. Close enough their shoulders touched. How'd it go? Fine. Just fine. Better than fine. Meaning? Meaning you're safe. Lucy looked at him. For how long? Permanently. Her breath caught. What did you do? Made it clear that your life is connected to mine, that losing you would be unwise. You threatened them. Politely. Stefano. It's done, Lucy. You're free. The words didn't make sense. Free? You can leave. Go back to your life. I won't stop you. Lucy's chest felt hollow. You want me to leave? No? Then why? Because you should have the choice. She stared at him. And if I choose to stay? Then you stay. Just like that? Just like that. Lucy turned back to the sunset. What if I don't know what I want? Then take your time. His hand found hers, laced their fingers together. I'm not going anywhere. That night, Lucy couldn't sleep. She found Stefano in the library, reading, or trying to. Can't sleep? No. Me neither. He set down the book, patted the couch beside him. Lucy sat, tucked her legs under her. I've been thinking. About? What happens next? And? I don't want to leave. His hand stilled on her knee. You're sure? No, but I want to try. Try what? This. Us. Whatever this is. Stefano pulled her closer until she was practically in his lap. It's messy. I know. And dangerous. I know. And complicated. I know. He kissed her temple. And you still want it? I still want you. His arms tightened around her. Then you have me. Just like that? Just like that. Lucy buried her face in his neck, breathed him in. I'm terrified. Good. Good? Means it matters. She pulled back, looked at him. Does it matter to you? More than it should. How much is that? Everything. The word hung between them, heavy. True. Lucy kissed him. Slow. Certain. When she pulled back, Stefano's eyes were dark. Stay with me tonight. I'm already here. No, I mean, he stopped. Started again. I mean stay. Every night. Don't leave. Lucy's heart stuttered. Are you asking me to move in? Yes. That's insane. Probably. I barely know you. You know enough. Do I? He cupped her face, made her look at him. You know I'd die for you. You know I'd kill for you. You know I'll keep you safe. What else do you need to know? Lucy's eyes burned. Nothing. Then stay. Okay. 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 He kissed her, deep, desperate, like he'd been waiting his whole life to hear that word. 3 months later, Lucy woke to an empty bed. Again. She found Stefano in the kitchen, making coffee. Badly. Morning. He looked up, smiled, small but real. Morning. You're up early. Couldn't sleep. Bad dreams? No. Good ones? Lucy crossed the room, wrapped her arms around him from behind. About what? You. Liar. Truth. He turned in her arms, kissed her forehead. Bianca's coming today. I know. With the papers. Lucy's stomach flipped. The papers. The ones that made it official. That tied her to this world permanently. You nervous? Terrified. We don't have to. I want to. You're sure? Lucy looked up at him. This man who'd saved her, claimed her, chosen her. I'm sure. His hand came up, traced her jaw. I love you. The words were quiet, uncertain, like he'd never said them before. He hadn't. Lucy's breath caught. Say it again. I love you. Again. I love you, Lucy. Tears pricked her eyes. I love you too. His arms tightened around her, lifted her off the ground. Lucy laughed, held on. Put me down. No. Stefano. Never. He carried her back to bed. Bianca arrived at noon. Papers, pens, witnesses. Lucy signed her name, watched Stefano sign his. Just like that, she was his. Legally, officially, permanently. Congratulations, Bianca said, hugged her tight. You're stuck with him now. I know. No regrets? Lucy looked at Stefano. He was watching her, eyes soft, open. None. That night they had dinner on the terrace, stars overhead, wine, laughter. Stefano pulled her onto his lap. Happy? Ridiculously. Good. Lucy traced the scar through his eyebrow. Can I ask you something? Always. That night, in the alley, why did you help me? Stefano was quiet for a long time. I don't know. I saw you get in the car. Saw the fear in your eyes when you realized it was wrong, and I just couldn't let anything happen to you. Why? I still don't know. Lucy kissed him, soft, sweet. I'm glad you did. Me too. He pulled her closer, held her like she was something precious, something worth fighting for. You know this is insane, right? Lucy whispered. Completely. We barely know each other. We know enough. People will say we're crazy. Let them. Lucy smiled against his neck. I love you. I love you too. The words felt natural now. Easy. Real. Stefano's hand slid into her hair, tilted her face up. Thank you. For what? For getting in the wrong car. Lucy laughed. That's a terrible reason to thank me. It's the best reason. He kissed her. And somewhere in the distance, a car door slammed, footsteps on gravel. Stefano's body tensed. Lucy pulled back. What? Stay behind me. Stefano. A man appeared at the edge of the terrace, young, armed, bleeding. Boss, we have a problem. Stefano stood, moved Lucy behind him. What kind? The kind that needs you. Now. Lucy grabbed his hand. Don't go. Stefano looked at her, something fierce in his eyes. I'll be back. Promise? Always. He kissed her, quick, hard. Then he was gone. Lucy stood alone on the terrace, heart pounding, hands shaking. Bianca appeared beside her, handed her a gun. You know how to use this? No. Learn fast. Bianca walked back inside. Lucy stared at the weapon in her hands, at the empty terrace, at the darkness beyond the house. She thought about running, about leaving, about going back to her old life. But her old life didn't exist anymore. This was her life now. Dangerous, messy, complicated, and she wouldn't trade it for anything. Lucy tucked the gun into her waistband, turned back toward the house, and waited for him to come home, because he would. He always did.